Hi, everyone. Welcome to another interview with successful business analysis practitioners. Today, we will be interacting with Jim Kaur, who is a CBAP certified business analyst now. My name is Nitin, and I will be the host for this particular interview. Hi, Jim Kaur. First of all, thank you for giving us this time, and congratulations on achieving this milestone of getting CBAP certified.
Thanks, Nathan. Thanks to the entire Tech Canvas team for prepping me with the necessary information knowledge to go and get this certification done.
Great. So, Jamkar, if you can tell us about yourself, what you were doing professionally before becoming CBAP certified, that would be great.
Sure. I'm a professional with more than a decade of experience in contact center, healthcare, and banking domains. And during these years, I've held various roles like quality analyst, product analyst, program management officer, transformation manager. And currently, I'm working with a global bank, and my current role is a mix of project manager as well as a business analyst. I'm a certified PMP, and as you rightly mentioned, a certified CBAP as well.
Congratulations again. So, what drove you towards CBAP, Jamkar? Was it the role which you are playing, or in general that that this is one of the certifications which I want to achieve?
So it's more of like, the majority of the roles I have held involved performing business analysis. And everything that I did is something that I picked up on the go. And that always, made me wonder if there is a better way to do this. Because in real world, there are a lot of BA activities that we do not perform in an efficient manner. We also don't use the various techniques to perform the same task. We simply follow the approach that exists. There is no pushback, there is no challenge to make it better. And that is why I wanted to learn what is business analysis from scratch, compare my understanding with the best practices laid down by IIBA. Getting a certification was never the primary objective, but yes, once you acquire all of that knowledge, you go through all of that learning, obviously you want to go for the certification as well.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. How was your preparation? How did you plan for it? Because this is a certification which requires a lot of time. It can become overwhelming as well because the BEBOK book, people say it's boring. It's full of a lot of content. So how did your preparation go about? How did you plan it?
So my preparation was, let's say, twofold. First, obviously, I read the entire BABOK to understand what is business analysis because that was my primary goal. And then from exam perspective, I followed what my trainer said, paid more attention to the section that Satish asked me to. So, after our online training ended last year, I started rewatching the recorded videos for one task or one technique at a time and parallelly read the sections in Babok, which made it very easy for me to understand the concepts and also highlight the sections from exam perspective, which are important. And I believe, this approach does not give you the boring experience that people often call out, that we can't read 100 pages or 50 pages at once. So if you make it a mix of watching a certain portion of a video at a time and then read that content in the Babok, it really helps.
Yeah, I agree. And how long did it take you to prepare for this entire certification?
I would say around 2 months, but it was not at a stretch. I studied for about a week in Jan, then maybe 10 days in March, most of the month of April, and then obviously the first 7 to 8 days in the month of May. So it was kind of a split between these 4 months, but overall, if I have to summarize, around 2 months is the exact time I spent preparing.
Yeah, well done, well done. 2 months, 2 months is like a milestone achieved. On an average, I have heard people taking 3 months to 4 months, and sometimes 6 months as well. But yeah, well done. Congratulations again. So, any challenges? You said you were not preparing for it at a stretch. Do you want to highlight any challenges which you faced in doing so, and how did you overcome it?
I mean, I did. The biggest challenge of all, to manage time while you're working, and it becomes very difficult. And the only way I could think of to tackle this was to schedule my exam, because once we have a deadline, then obviously I would like to manage some time at the end of the day, be it a weekend or a work day. That worked for me. Not sure if that works for everyone, but yeah, that is the only challenge I could come across.
Okay. Great. And how did Tech Canvas help you, Chamkor? What element of your training did you like the most? Was it the trainer, question bank, or the overall experience, or the course which was curated for you?
Well, first and foremost, I would say it was a mix of both my trainer and my batchmates, right? Because going through a simulated video to learn something is different compared to when you actually have people from different companies, different backgrounds coming together, in a boot camp and share their experiences, right? So that is a different thing. Obviously, I value that a lot. Of course, all the points that Satish mentioned helped. Like what all sections should we pay attention to, and how it works in Babok compared to real world. I got to know that from all of my batchmates. And then if I come to the material that Tech Canvas helped me, obviously the question bank, the crossword puzzles, the match the following section, all of that helped. And I'm glad that the question bank that Tech Canvas has prepared is actually tougher than the real exam, because that prepares you for the worst. So that's the cherry on the top.
Absolutely. I mean, I have, I have not heard quite oftenly when people say that my batch was good. Everyone says the trainer was good, material was good, but it hardly has come to me that people say my batchmates were pretty good as well, which is really needed when it comes to preparing for such certifications, where you can collaborate, where you can share your thoughts and come up with queries, come up with different types of scenarios which you can see in the exam. So yeah, well said. So I'm almost done with the interview, Chamkor. One last thing which I wanted to ask you is any top 3 tips. Now you have become CVAS certified, so any top 3 tips which you want to share with the aspirants?
Sure. I mean, first and foremost, what Satish always used to say, read Babok. That is the key. And then the key to get the answers right in the exam is, give the answers the way IIBA expects you to, right? Not how you would perform those tasks and activities in real world. Again, try and relate all the task, element, techniques with real world, because that will help you remember stuff when you're giving the exam. The last one, I would suggest start with the techniques. That worked for me.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Chamkor. Thanks once again, and congratulations. It was great interacting with you. Have a great day.